Okay, now? Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the hangar on the campus of South Georgia Technical College, where the Jets will play their final home game of the regular season against the Highlanders of Gordon State College. It's sophomore day today, and several sophomores will be recognized for their contributions here at South Georgia Tech. Number 10, Daryl Bod, he's a sophomore guard out of Paris, France. Number 14, Vaughn Prosser, he's a sophomore guard, 6'4", sophomore out of Sydney, Australia. And those are the only two sophomores on the roster. The starting lineups for the Jets: freshman guard Jalexis Ewing, he's a 6'2" freshman guard out of Augusta, Georgia. Also Herc Bartelis, he's a freshman forward from Lake Worth, Florida. He'll be starting at forward for the Jets. Number 10, Daryl Bod, he's a sophomore guard out of Paris, France. Number 15, a freshman center out of Toronto, Canada, Jordan Dixon. And finally, starting as a freshman, Aiden Fitzgerald. He's a 6'8" forward from Perth, Australia. So those are your starting lineups for the Jets. The Jets come into this contest with a overall record of 12-17. They're 9-6 in the Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association. They're in a three-way tie with Gordon and East Georgia State. So it'd be good to get, if they can win today, they'll host the first round game at next week's conference tournament. So shortly, in a few minutes, they'll be recognizing the sophomores for both the Jets and the Lady Jets. Lady Jets with a big 99-41 victory yesterday over Andrew College in their sophomore day. And they'll be recognizing both the Jets and Lady Jets sophomores in just a few minutes. We don't yet have the starting lineups for the Gordon State College Highlanders yet, but we'll get those momentarily. The Highlanders come into this game with a record of 17-11, and as I just mentioned, they're 9-6 in the conference in a tie with South Georgia Tech and East Georgia State. So an important matchup today here between the Jets, the South Georgia Tech Jets, and the Highlanders of Gordon State College. We're glad that you're with us here on JockJive Sports. I'm Ken Gustafson, sitting in for Robert Williamson. It's been a great weekend of basketball with the Lady Jets destroying Andrew College yesterday. And now hopefully the Jets can pull off a win today. And that'll be a nice weekend for both. Good sophomore weekend for both the Jets and the Lady Jets. The head coaches for today's game: Chris Carpenter, he's the head coach of Chris Ballauer, Chris Ballauer is the head coach for the South Georgia Tech Jets. And Gregory Sheathen, he's the head coach of the Gordon State Highlanders. In just a few minutes, they'll have the introduction for the sophomores of South Georgia Tech.
Fans, South Georgia Tech would like to take this moment to recognize our sophomores on both the Lady Jets and the Jets team. Number 24, Enola, coming in. Enola
And they're recognizing both the Jets and Lady Jets sophomores.
and is being escorted by Lady Jets head coach Jason Carpenter. Enola is a two-year starter and team co-captain.
Enola,
She leads the GCAA conference with
Enola
108
Pappen
with 82 this season.
is the first sophomore to be recognized.
Per game makes her the fourth leading scorer in the conference, and her average of 5.8 rebounds per game makes her the 10th best rebounder in the conference. For her efforts, Enola was selected as GCAA Conference Player of the Week. She currently has a 3.79 GPA and was February's named the Socialist Korean Sports Official of the Semester. Enola recently
you have it. The sophomore, both the sophomore Jets and Lady Jets recognized in a special ceremony. We wish all these young men and women the best of luck, the best in their future endeavors.
Looks like we're going to start 10 minutes late because they got the countdown at 12 minutes right now, and it's almost 5 up.
Okay.
So don't worry about it.
All right.
But if you want to talk, just talk.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the hangar on the campus of South Georgia Tech. It's sophomore day here at South Georgia Tech. Both the sophomores of the Jets and Lady Jets basketball teams were honored in a special ceremony a few minutes ago. And we're probably going to get underway in about maybe 5 to 10 minutes later than anticipated. Just to rehash the situation today with the Jets basketball team, they come into this game with a record of 12-17 overall. They are 9-6 in the Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association standings. They're in a three-way tie with Gordon State College, their opponent today, and East Georgia State. As for Gordon, the Gordon Highlanders, they come into this contest with a record of 17-11 overall, and they are 9-6 in the GCAA, tied with the Jets and East Georgia State. Our starting lineups for the Jets: Alexis Ewing, he's a freshman guard, 6'2 freshman out of Augusta, Georgia. Also, Herc Bartelis, he's a freshman forward from Lake Worth, Florida. Daryl Bod, one of the sophomores, one of two sophomores on the Jet squad. He'll be starting at guard. He's a 6'6 guard from Paris, France. Jordan Dixon, freshman center, 6'3", or I should say combo guard, 6'3" combo guard out of Toronto, Canada. And number 20, Aiden Fitzgerald. He's a freshman forward, 6'8", freshman forward from Perth, Australia. That rounds out your starting lineups for the Jets. We don't have the starters yet for Gordon State College. We will get those momentarily. Okay, here are the starting lineups for the Gordon State College Highlanders. Starting at guard, freshman, 6'4" freshman from Milledgeville, Georgia, Christian Burnett, number 3. Also starting at guard, a Jamari Piercy, a 6'5" sophomore from Griffin, Georgia. At the other guard spot, a sophomore point guard from Lilburn, Georgia, Christian Bacon. At a forward spot, a sophomore small forward, 6'6" sophomore from Warner Robins, Georgia, Daniel Lamont. And a sophomore guard from Bologna, Italy, Giorgio Francesi. That rounds out your starting lineup for the Highlanders of Gordon State College. good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get underway here at the hangar with the Jets hosting the Gordon State College Highlanders. It is sophomore day.
Welcome to this game. This game is sponsored by Daylight Savings Time. If you wake up grouchy and tired tomorrow, don't blame me. This game is between the Gordon State College Highlanders and your South Georgia Technical College Jets. The lineups for the Highlanders from Milledgeville, Georgia, number 3, Christian Burnett. From Griffin, Georgia, number 4, Jamari Piercy. From Lilburn, Georgia, number 6,
All right, you're live.
now introducing the starting lineups for your South Georgia Technical College Jets. From Augusta, Georgia, number 0,
And they're introducing the starting lineups for the Jets.
from Lake Fork, Florida, number 1, Hampton's Bosch Phillips. From Paris, France, number 10, Daryl Haas. From Toronto, Georgia, from Toronto, Canada, number 15, Gibson Harris. And from Perth, Australia, number 20, Aiden Fitzgerald. Head coach, Christopher Lauer. Assistant coach, Kyle Johnson.
And we are moments away from tip-off, ladies and gentlemen. It's the South Georgia Technical College Jets against the Gordon State College Highlanders here from the hangar on sophomore day. Here's the tip, and it's controlled by the Jets. This is Jalexis Ewing with the ball. Jets move it around the corner very quickly. Three-pointer no good. And the Gordon State College Highlanders running their offense. Here we go. And layup is up and good by Giorgio Franchetti. So the Highlanders take a 2-0 lead. Here's Ewing with it, top of the key. Ewing gets a screen. He's going to drive to the basket, dishes it off. Oh, and a dunk. Nice dunk there by Daryl Bod. And the score is tied 2-2. And layup is up and good for Gordon State College. That was Christian Bacon with the lay-in. 4-2 Highlanders. They drive to the basket. Shot is up, no good. Rebound put back up and in. No, correction. No, correct, yes. Basket was good. Gordon State breaks the press and they get a three-pointer. Gordon State College with a 7-4 lead on a three-pointer by Jamari Piercy. And he gets the foul here. And first free throw is up and good. This is Herc Martellus at the line for South Georgia Tech. His second free throw is good. 7-6 now. Gordon State leads it. South Georgia Tech in a full court press, and they get a steal. Here's Aiden Fitzgerald with it. Fitzgerald almost had it stolen from him, but he gets it to Jordan Dixon. Now another steal by the Highlanders. This is Christian Burnett with the shot, no good. Rebound taken away by Fitzgerald. And he gets it to Darryl Bod. Darryl Bod runs the offense. Bod dribbles, guarded by. And here's the layup up, no good. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. They want to run with it. That was Christian Bacon with the basket, and it's 9-6 Highlanders. Here's Ewing, top of the key for South Georgia Tech. They trail 9-6. Ewing gets a screen from Fitzgerald. Ewing dribbles, penetrates, shoots. Shot no good. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. Jamari Piercy with the basketball. He gets it stripped. And Martellus can't get the layup to go. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. They want to run. And George Franchetti's shot is no good. Layup is no good. Rebound taken away by the Jets. 16:19 to go in the first half. Jets trail 9-6. They work the ball around the perimeter. Here's Jordan Dixon, takes it to the rack, no good, can't get the layup to go. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. Here's Jamari Piercy with the basketball for the Highlanders. They work it around the perimeter. Here's Franchetti. He goes in and lays it in. Giorgio Franchetti with the basket. And it's 11-6 Highlanders. Jets push it up the floor. Here's Ewing with it, top of the key. Over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald back to Ewing. Ewing fakes, dribbles into the lane. Penetrates. His layup is good. Nice play by Jalexis Ewing. 11-8 Highlanders. But they come right back with a layup that's no good. Rebound taken away by the Jets. South Georgia Tech trails 11-8. Here's Ewing with the basketball. Ewing dribbling. Gets it to Bod, back to Ewing. Now Ewing's pass is stolen away, taken away by the Highlanders. Here's Christian Bacon with it, and he's going to run the offense. Bacon top of the key for Gordon State. He gets it to Franchetti. Franchetti dribbles. Gets it to Christian Burnett. Now Piercy has it back to Franchetti. Franchetti cross court. They move it quickly. Here's a three-pointer by Christian Burnett, and it's good. 14-8 in favor of Gordon State. Here's Ewing with the basketball. Oh, nice pass. He tried to fit it in inside, and it was fouled. Herc Martellus will go to the line to shoot two out of this timeout. Timeout on the floor. 14:05 to go in the first half. It is 14-8 in favor of Gordon State College. You're watching South Georgia Tech Jets basketball on JockJiveSports.com. We're back here at the hangar on the campus of South Georgia Tech. The Jets trail the Gordon State Highlanders 14-8. Good up and down style of play by both teams. Both teams committing turnovers. But Herc Martellus goes to the line to shoot two. His first free throw is no good. Martellus, a freshman, 6'5" freshman from Lake Worth, Florida. Here's his second free throw. It is good. So Martellus makes one of two, and it's 14-9 Gordon State. They break the press of the Jets. Here's Christian Burnett with it. Well, ball is lost out of bounds. Daniel Lamont was trying to save it, couldn't save it. Ball goes over to South Georgia Tech. Here's Darryl Bod with it, back to Ewing, top of the key. Ewing. Jets moving the ball around very quickly. And a three-pointer is good. That was Aiden Fitzgerald with the three-pointer, and it's 14-12. Here's Christian Bacon with the basketball for the Highlanders. Bacon, shake and bake. Bacon gets it to Daniel Lamont. We have a foul on the play. Foul was on the floor, no shooting foul. Ball inbounded to Burnett. Burnett, three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken away by the Jets. They want to run. They push it up off the floor. Here's Fitzgerald with it. He tries an alley-oop, can't get it to go. Nice idea, just couldn't get that to go. And it will be, let's see. You have a substitution for Gordon State. Here's Fitzgerald with it. He tries a three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken by the Highlanders. Here's Christian Bacon with it. Bacon guarded by Jordan Dixon. Here's Franchetti. He's going to drive. He dishes it off to Daniel Lamont. Daniel Lamont's three-pointer is no good. Rebound taken by the Jets. Long pass up to Martellus. Martellus tries to score. He gets his own rebound. His second putback is good. And we have a tie ball game. Here's Bacon with it for Gordon State. Gets it to Franchetti. Back to Bacon. Now Daniel Lamont's going to try a three-pointer. Way off the mark. No good. Ball is saved by the Jets. And they're going to run with it. Ball is loose on the floor. And it's picked up by the Highlanders. Christian Bacon with the basketball for Gordon State. Guarded by Jordan Dixon. Bacon going to drive to the basket. He dishes it off to Burnett. Burnett's baseline jumper no good. And ball goes out of bounds. Let's see who they, it's going to be South Georgia Tech basketball. And we have a substitution for the Jets. And checking, no, we have a timeout on the floor, excuse me. Timeout with 11:42 to go in the first half. It is 14-13. Highlanders lead at 14-13.
Click that. Click on mute.
Okay. I'm trying to get.
Mouse is up here, dude. Bring it down. Right there. Click mute. Oh, wait. All right, hold on a second. Try now. Talk.
Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, we're here at the hangar on the campus of South Georgia Tech. Score is 14-13 in favor of the Highlanders. They have a 1-point lead. And we're out of a timeout. And South Georgia Tech will have the basketball. They inbound it. Here's Darryl Bod with it. Oops, did he step on the end line? He sure did. Out of bounds, turnover. Ball goes over to Gordon State. They lead at 14-13. 11:26 to go in the first half. And another steal. Fitzgerald has it, gets it up the floor. Here come the Jets. Oh, what a thunderous dunk by Jalexis Ewing. And the Jets take the lead, 15-14. Here's Christian Bacon with it. Bacon gets it to Burnett. Good defense here by the Jets. Good defense by Jordan Dixon. And Burnett's shot is up, no good. Rebound taken away. Here come the Jets. Here's Fitzgerald with it. Fitzgerald, bounce pass. Bounce pass to Martellus. Martellus drives to the lane. He is fouled. Can't get the layup to go, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Herc Bartellus. Bartellus. I apologize for mispronouncing the name. Herc Bartellus at the free throw line to shoot two. First is good. Here's the substitution for South Georgia Tech. Number 5, Darius Willis comes into the game, along with number 33, Matt Imbole. Okay, here come the Highlanders. They get it across the timeline. Here's Burnett with it, top of the key. Good defense here by the Jets. Burnett going to drive, stop, pops, and he's fouled. So Christian Burnett will go to the line to shoot 2. And Hadi Diop is in the game for Gordon State. He's number 7. Here's Burnett's first free throw. It's up and good. 16-14 in favor of the Highlanders. Here's Burnett's second free throw. And it's also good. 17-14 in favor of the Highlanders. Jets get it across the timeline. Oh, and another dunk. Nice basket there. That was Matt Imbole with the basket. 17-16 in favor of Gordon State. And they get the ball down low to number 23, Oluwaseun Oke. Oluwaseun Oke. Or it's Oke. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's shaken up a little bit. Oke, a freshman out of Smyrna, Georgia. Here's his first free throw. It's good. Highlanders shooting the free throws very well here in the first half. I mean, another substitution as Christian Bacon goes out. Giorgio Franchetti in the game. Here's Oke's second free throw. It's good. So 18-16, 18-18. We got a tie game. And they try to get it into Imbole, but the ball is stolen, and the Highlanders have it back. Here's Christian Bacon with it, point guard. Jets in man-to-man defense. And three-pointer by Burnett is no good. Imbole with the rebound. Jets want to run with it. And a nice basket. That was number 23. That was 25, Boubacar Diop with the basket. Here's Burnett with it. And he's fouled. .8:26 to go here in the first half. And the Jets have a 20-18 lead. Highlanders to inbound the basketball under their basket. Here's Burnett with it. He drives baseline, gets it to Franchetti. Blocked shot by the Jets. And here's a three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. Jets lead at 20-18. It's end-to-end basketball here at the hangar. Here's Oke with the shot. He's blocked by Imbole. Highlanders still retain possession. Burnett with it. Oh, nice bounce pass, and they get the layup. So score tied at 20-20. Jets moving the ball around very quickly. Here's Darryl Bod with it. And shot is up, no good. They try to drive baseline, can't get it to go. Highlanders with the rebound. Franchetti gets it. Now Franchetti crosses the timeline. Man-to-man defense by the Jets. Tie ball game 20-20. Both teams tied in the conference standings. Oh, what a block by Mbole. Franchetti tried to go in. Oh, and an alley-oop. Beautiful play. That was Jordan Dixon with the basket. .6:34 to go here in the first half. What a first half. End-to-end basketball. Racehorse basketball, they might call it. We have a timeout on the floor, media timeout. Your score, the Jets have a 22-20 lead. 6:34 to go in the game. In the first half. You're watching South Georgia Tech Jets basketball here on JockJiveSports.com. We're back here at the hangar on the campus of South Georgia Technical College, where the South Georgia Tech Jets here on Sophomore Day have a 22-20 lead over Gordon State College. Both teams tied at 9-6 in the conference standings. They're in a three-way tie with it's Gordon State, South Georgia Tech, and East Georgia State. And the game is back underway here. Here's Highlanders with it. This is Christian Bacon going to drive, and his shot is up and good. Nice nifty drive by Bacon. And it's tied once again, 22-22. Here's Darryl Bod with it for the Jets. Bod going to drive into the lane. His layup is no good. Mbole tried to get it, does get it to go. So it's 24-22 in favor of the Jets. Here's Christian Burnett with it. Burnett. Now Bacon with it. Bacon's going to drive, and another block by Mbole. And it's off a Highlander, so it's going to be South Georgia Tech basketball. 5:40 to go in the first half. South Georgia Tech with a 24-22 lead. Here's Bod with it. They get it down inside to Mbole. His shot is up, no good. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. Burnett walks it across the timeline. Correction, Bacon. Christian Bacon with the ball. Gets it to Lamont, now back to Bacon. Bacon over to Daniel Lamont. He's going to try a long three-pointer, no good. Rebound Mbole for South Georgia Tech. Here comes Darryl Bod with it. Sophomore out of Paris, France. Bod going to try a three-pointer, no good. Rebound Mbole, he goes up, his shot no good. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. Here's Burnett with it. His layup no good, but the follow-up is good for Gordon State. They tied the game at 24-24. Jets with the basketball. And what do we have here? We have a timeout or substitutions? At any rate, it's Gordon State basketball. Here's Bacon over to Lamont. Lamont back to Bacon. Now they get it inside to Lamont. Shot is blocked. And here come the Jets. And a nice lay-in there by Ewing. Jalix Ewing with the basket. And it's 26-24 in favor of the Jets. Here's Bacon with it. He's going to drive. His shot is up. No good. Rebound ball is knocked out of bounds. And it's going to go over to South Georgia Tech. And we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout with 3:46 to go in the first half. South Georgia Tech with a 26-24 lead. You're watching South Georgia Tech men's basketball on JockJive Sports. We're back in action here at the hangar. Jets with the 26-24 lead over Gordon State. They have the basketball. Here's Ewing with it. Ewing top of the key. He's going to dribble into the lane. He gets it to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. Now Ewing has it. Shot is up. Good. Basket good. It's 28-24 in favor of the Jets. Christian Bacon walks it across the timeline. Bacon going to dribble in, dishes it off over to Burnett. Burnett three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken away by the Jets. They want to run with it. Here come the Jets. Fitzgerald with it. He's going to try a three-pointer. No good. Shot is rebounded by the Highlanders. And we got to fight for it on the floor. Highlanders come up with it. Here's Burnett with it. Over to Bacon, top of the key. Back to Burnett. Burnett going to drive. His shot is up and good. 28-26, South Georgia Tech with a 2-point lead. Here's Jordan Dixon with it for the Jets. He's at the top of the key. Bartolis with it. And the three-point shot is good. That was Herc Bartolis with the three-pointer. It's 31-26 in favor of the Jets. Here's Bacon with it. He's shake and bake. He likes to dribble the basketball. And we got a foul, looks like, on Ewing. Reach-in foul. So Bacon is going to come out No, we got another timeout. Excuse me. 1:55 to go in the first half. And the Jets have a 31-26 lead. You're watching South Georgia Tech Jets basketball on JockJive Sports. We're back here at the hangar at South Georgia Technical College, where the Jets have a 31-26 lead over Gordon State College. Both these teams tied at 9-6 in the GCAA standings. If the Jets can win today, they'll host a first-round game at next week's GCAA tournament. Here's Christian Bacon to inbound the basketball. Bacon with it. He's going to dribble. Shot is up, no good. And rebound fought for, taken away by the Jets. They try another alley-oop, can't get it to go. And now Burnett has it for the Highlanders. Burnett across the timeline. Burnett tried to get it inside. Ball knocked away, stolen by the Jets. Here's Ewing with it. And the layup is no good. They still fight for it. Ball still fighting for it. And the Jets have it now. We got a foul, it looks like, on the Highlanders. Herc Bartelis had the ball, and he was fouled. No shooting foul. Highlanders aren't over the limit yet. Here's Ewing with the basketball. Ewing. 1:04 to go here in the game. Excuse me, in the first half. Here's Darryl Bott. He's going to drive to the basket. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot two. Correction, it's Jordan Dixon at the free throw line. He was fouled on the dribble drive. And his first free throw is no good. And second free throw upcoming for Jordan Dixon. Free throw is no good. Two big misses there. Here come the Highlanders with it. Burnett with it. Shot is up, no good. Rebound taken away by Fitzgerald. Here come the Jets. 37 seconds left in the first half. They lead it 31-26. And they can't get it to go. Ball is taken away by the Highlanders. Here's Bacon with it, top of the key on the logo. Gordon State working for the last shot, it looks like. Here's Burnett with it. Three-pointer is up and good at the buzzer. That was Daniel Lamont with a three-pointer for Gordon State College. And that ends the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Lamont getting the three-pointer right at the buzzer. It is 31-29 South Georgia Tech here at halftime. We'll be right back. You're watching South Georgia Tech men's basketball on JockJive Sports.
It is good to have with us at halftime Dr. John Wadford, president of South Georgia Tech. Doctor, how are you?
I'm doing great, Robert. How are you doing today?
I am doing good as well. Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk. I know we do this about once a year, so it's become a routine.
That's great. I always enjoy talking to you, and it's always fun to talk about great things at South Georgia Tech, and of course our great men's and women's athletic programs in our Jets and Lady Jets.
Let me ask you this before we even get started on questions about South Georgia Tech, and I've been asking this of various individuals. It just feels like to me there is kind of a renewed or growing interest in junior college athletics. And that might be exclusive to this year. Does that seem to be true at events that you attend?
I really feel it too. People are beginning to respect the value of coming to a 2-year school. We've even had some of the recruits' family where the students were being recruited by 4-year D1 schools, and because their families were involved in athletics and at the college level and on even into the professional level, they wanted their young person to come to a JUCO school because if you go from straight out of high school into that D1 school, unless you are a superstar, and I mean a really big superstar, you're not going to get much play time. And a lot of things could happen during that redshirt year or the freshman year or even the sophomore year. But when you come to a JUCO school and you are that superstar in high school, your playing time is going to be a lot more increased. And of course, more play time you get, the better you get, the more experience. So from that side of it, I have seen an especially renewed interest in 2-year opportunities.
And let me say, too, to the fan, I say this often as well. If you don't go to a junior college athletic event, there's a good chance you are missing somebody that is going to be playing at the professional level at some point. And South Georgia Tech, a perfect example of that with Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder played his ball there, and, man, he hit the big time and played in the NBA for a number of years. Heck, he may still be. I don't know.
I believe he is.
But so you're missing out if you don't go check out a JUCO event.
Well, and, we have great players, and I say we, at South Georgia Tech we do, but in all of these colleges that we compete with, it's fascinating to see the level of talent that comes out on the courts. And a lot of our locals have realized that. I know you've seen it when you're at the games and you see the fans that are out there. And it's not just people that are directly connected with South Georgia Tech, even though a lot of them are, and we love to have those. But there's a lot that just love the sport and love athletics and come out just to see the talent, not only here at South Georgia Tech, but from the other colleges as well.
All right, let's talk about sports in South Georgia Tech. On the ladies' side, you've got a coach who is now in his second year, and your AD as well, and off to a great start.
Yep.
So you got to be pleased with that hire.
I am so pleased with Jason Carpenter has hit the ground running. He already had some great coaching experience. The athletic director, administrative side of it was a little new to him, but he's very mature. He's very intuitive and very smart. So all of those things translate to a great administrator. So he's doing a great job on both sides. But I love the way he connects with the students, the players. He communicates so well with our faculty and staff because a coach has to do those things. And then I've seen him with recruits and their families. And, that's a critical part of coaching is being able to relate and understand what those recruits are thinking, what their family members are thinking when they're coming to look at our college in hopes that their student might come. So he's got all those boxes checked, and I'm looking forward to continued great season with Jason at the helm.
And on the other side of the court, on the men's side, Chris has been there in South Georgia Tech, I think 12 or 13 years as a whole. Not that long as a head coach,
right?
But definitely he is part of the reason there's kind of a family atmosphere at South Georgia Tech.
He really is. Chris brings so much to the table. He has that very even keel demeanor. Yes, just like any good coach, he's going to, when it's time to get your back hair up, he'll get his back hair up. But it's not a every 5 minute thing with Chris. He's going to do it when it's necessary. And he's fun to watch coach. You know, some coaches are very laid back, and I would say Chris is a little laid back too. But I enjoy watching him coach because I see a lot of leadership, and I see a lot of respect from the students toward Chris and Ray Johnson, his assistant coach. And of course, we've got a great assistant coach in Olivia Melvin on the ladies' side. So I'm really proud of this whole coaching staff that we have and the opportunities that they're bringing for these students.
And always when we converse, I'm thinking about the athletic side because that's what we were involved with. But obviously, a much larger side of South Georgia Tech is the academic side. So the last time we talked, I know there were new things coming. What about this year, a year later? Is there still more on the horizon?
There is. We're real excited that we have just at the end of 2024, we've just received approval from the Georgia Board of Nursing to begin accepting students for our LPN to RN bridge program. That's for students who are already, I say students, people who are in the community already practicing as a licensed practical nurse can come back, and in one more year they can get their RN and sit for their RN license. That's big for South Georgia Tech to be able to offer that, and it's big for our athletes because there's a lot of biology courses and courses that are readily transferable to D1 schools, which all of our athletes aspire to do that, to transfer on to a D1 school. And those courses transfer a lot better, especially if they're wanting to go into the medical side of sports science. And so I know a lot of them are taking some of those biology classes that we've just recently started offering because of the RN program. So that's big for everyone.
I imagine that process is very extensive, so we won't ask you to take us through the entire process, but length of time, is that something that you give birth to idea-wise years in advance? How long does it take that to come to fruition?
You know, it has been years. We got serious about it probably about 15 months ago. The application process was at least a year long. The application is almost like a college or a doctoral dissertation that you submit to the Georgia Board of Nursing, because you've got to have your plan, not just plan in place, but you've already should already have committed some resources and finances to the program before they will approve the program. So there's a lot into it. We've already hired the 3 nursing staff that we had to hire in addition to that biology instructor. So yes, there's a lot of preparation that goes into that.
I picture you as a goal-oriented kind of guy, and that when one goal is achieved, you've already thought about the next one, what you want to pursue next. So what does John Wadford want to pursue next?
You know, we have a lot of opportunities for students at South Georgia Tech, and our goal is to continue to increase those opportunities without minimizing what we already do. Our mission is workforce education. And we have just signed a new partnership with AGCO. We've talked before about our partnerships with Caterpillar and John Deere. Well, AGCO is seller of Fendt and Massey Ferguson tractors. And so that covers 2 more bases with diesel tractors and a partnership where they'll be supplying training for our instructors and our students, as well as equipment supplies. So we've just signed that agreement. We'll be moving forward with putting that in place during the year 2025. We're also very excited about the opportunity to continue to work with Georgia Southwestern State University. They have a new president over there, Dr. Michelle Johnston, and she's coming to us from coastal Georgia. And she is on fire for partnerships with both South Georgia Tech and with our Sumter County school system. And we've already had several meetings and are working toward that end. So that's going to open up some articulation agreements for students to be able to continue their education after they leave South Georgia Tech, if they once they get employed, or even if they choose not to go straight into the workforce and want to go straight into that bachelor degree opportunity, that will be available to them. So all those things are on the drawing boards and in the process of implementation now, and we're really excited about that.
One thing I see when I drive past junior college campuses, all over the country, is a lot of construction. So we've talked about academics, athletics. What about the physical aesthetics there on campus? I mean, is there things that you would like to see built or constructed over the course of the next 5 to 10 years?
Yes, sir. We definitely want to see our dorms expanded. We call them dorms. I know that's kind of an antiquated terminology, but our college has been around a while. But our residence halls, we have 250 beds in our residence halls, and even when right now our enrollment's up, and we actually had to turn away students that were on a waiting list to go into the residence halls. And from a president standpoint, you never want to turn students away. We want everyone. And but we just didn't have a place for them, and so we try to put them in online classes and things like that. But they really wanted to live on campus, so we want to expand that opportunity for our students. And we're also expanding the gym. That project is already on the ground. You'll see some construction in the gym even as we speak. At the front part of the gym, it won't affect the game other than where the facilities might be used in the concessions area. But we're going to continue to expand that out and add classrooms and an exercise room for our general student body, but add classrooms for our rec and leisure management program that is part of our academic offerings down here in the gym.
I got to bring it full circle and go back to athletics. Do you foresee at some point additional sports there at South Georgia Tech?
I never want to rule out anything. Whatever we do, we want to be great at it. We never want to just have something just to say, yeah, we've got that program. But we also want it to be able to sustain its own cost. We don't use state dollars. We don't use taxpayer money to finance our JETS program. We use local dollars and Booster Club monies, and we're very grateful to our Booster Club and our Booster Club members for that. But we're able to balance those with those budgets. If we ever were to add, we would probably start, because we have tennis courts. We may have a tennis team. We may add track, maybe even a softball team, because we have a softball field. But all those would be on the 5-year strategic plan, let me say, rather than the next year or two strategic plan.
Dr. John Watford, president of South Georgia Tech, it is always a pleasure to talk to you, and obviously an honor to be able to stream JETS basketball. Thanks for being our halftime guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the campus of South Georgia Tech here at halftime, where the South Georgia Tech Jets have a 31-29 lead over the Gordon State Highlanders. Big game for both teams. Both teams tied at 9-6 in the GCAA standings, tied for third place, three-way tie for third place with East Georgia State, Gordon State, and South Georgia Tech. First half was an up and down first half. Both teams just running the ball, pushing the ball up the floor. Both teams playing excellent defense, causing turnovers. The winner of this game gets to host the first round of the GCAA tournament next week. So this is an important game for the Jets, as they will try to improve their overall record and their conference record. And if they win, they will host a first round home game here at the Hangar next week. And both teams head back to their benches, and we're going to get underway in just a few seconds here. Second half coming up. 31-29, South Georgia Tech leads it. Okay, We are about to get underway here. Here we go. Gordon State College to inbound. Let's see. Is it Gordon State? Yes. Gordon State's ball to start the second half. Piercy inbounds it to Christian Bacon. Bacon across the timeline for Gordon State. And a thunderous dunk by Daniel Lamont. And that ties the game. 31-31. Here's Ewing with it for South Georgia Tech over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, three-pointer, air ball. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. They want to run with it, but Bacon slows it up. And the Highlanders are going to run their offense. Here's Bacon with it. Bacon top of the key. Daniel Lamont, three-pointer, no good. We've got stoppage of play. Let's see. Didn't see what the call was. But anyway, it's a turnover. Goes over to South Georgia Tech. Here's Fitzgerald with it to Darrell Bod. Back to Fitzgerald. Now Ewing has it. Ewing going to drive into the lane. His shot is up and good. Alexis Ewing with the basket, and the Jets have a 33-31 lead. Here's Jamari Piercy with it. He's going to drive into the lane. His layup is no good, but he gets fouled. Coach Chris Ballard not liking the fact that that call was not made on the other end. Here's Piercy's first free throw is good. 33-32, South Georgia Tech with a 1-point lead. Second free throw for Piercy upcoming. His free throw is in the air and it's good. So we have a tie ball game, 33-33. Here's Darrell Bod with it. Bod. Over to Jordan Dixon. Now back to Bod. Bod going to dribble. Almost lost it, and now he does lose it. And the Highlanders come up with it. We got a whistle. Let's see, it looks like a foul. So foul against South Georgia Tech, it looks like. And the Highlanders will get the basketball. And now the Jets try and trap. Here's Franchetti with the ball for Gordon State. Franchetti gets it back to his point guard, Christian Bacon. Tie ball game here, 33-33. Here's Bacon guarded by Dixon. Bacon can't get it to go. And here come the Jets. Here's Ewing. Alexis Ewing with the ball. Jets moving the ball around very methodically. And and we got another turnover. And here come the Highlanders. Here's Piercy with it. Gets it to Bacon, top of the key. Bacon drives. Gets it to Daniel Lamont. Now back to Bacon. Bacon going to dribble over to Piercy. Piercy's layup is no good. Rebound taken away by the Jets. Outlet pass to Herc Martellez. Bartellez with it. He's going to dish it off to Jordan Dixon. Can't get it to go. And rebound by Lamont for Gordon State. And the Highlanders will run their offense. 33-33. 16:40 to go in the game. Here's Franchetti with it. And what do they call offensive foul? Offensive foul on Giorgio Franchetti. Franchetti, a sophomore guard out of Bologna, Italy. And the Jets will get the basketball. Here's Ewing with it for the Jets. Now they get it inside, and shot is up and good. That was Herc Bartellez with the basket for South Georgia Tech. Oh, get that stuff out of there. Nice block there. And now he almost a steal by Dixon, or so a turnover gets it over to South Georgia Tech. And layup is up and good. That was Ewing with the basket. 37-33. South Georgia Tech with a 4-point lead. Here's Bacon. Gets it to Lamont, or Franchetti, I should say. Jamari Piercy drives to the lane. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. South Georgia Tech leads it 37-33, 15:39 to go here in the game. We'll step it out. You're watching South Georgia Tech men's basketball on JockJive Sports. We're back here at South Georgia Tech, where the Jets have a 37-33 lead over Gordon State College. 15:39 to go in the game. Both teams tied at 9-6 in the conference, and Jamari Piercy is going to go to the line to shoot two free throws for the Highlanders. First free throw is good. 37-34. And here's his second free throw upcoming. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, though, taken by the Highlanders. Here's Piercy with it, tries to drive baseline, and he gets it to go. 37-36. South Georgia Tech's lead down to 1. Here's Darryl Bod with it. Over to Ewing, back to Bod. Bod, cross-court pass to Ewing. Ewing drives to the baseline. Oh, what a tomahawk dunk by Jalexis Ewing. Wow. 39-36 in favor of the Jets. What a play by Alexis Ewing. Drove straight to the basket, tomahawk dunk with authority. Here's Jamari Piercy with it for the Highlanders. And he's double teamed. He gets it over to Bacon. They get it across the timeline. And ball lost, and the Jets dive for it. They get it. They were able to get it. Turnover. South Georgia Tech with the basketball. Here's Ewing. Over to Darryl Bod. Darryl Bod to Bartelis. Bartelis guarded by Franchetti. Franchetti tries to steal. Almost gets a steal, but he's called for a reach-in foul. Franchetti will come out of the ball game. Here's Jordan Dixon with it. Dixon gets it to Bartelis, back to Dixon. Dixon back into Bartelis underneath the basket. His shot is up and good. Actually, the basket is no good. It's a turnover. Here come the Highlanders across the timeline. Bacon in the front court. Bacon dribbles. Guarded by Dixon. Bacon top of the key, thinks about driving, decides to pass it. Here's Daniel Lamont with it. Lamont pops, stops and shoots. Shot no good. Rebound taken away by Darryl Bod. He gets it to Dixon. Here's Darryl Bod with it. Over to Bartelis. Back out to Dixon. Dixon is mugged by Christian Bacon, it looks like. And he'll go to the foul line to shoot 2 shots. South Georgia Tech with a 39-36 lead over Gordon State College. 13-31 to go in the game. Very important game for the Jets if they want to host the first round of the GCAA tournament next week. Here's Dixon's free throw is good. 40-36. Here's Dixon's second free throw. It is good. 41-36. Jets go to a full court press. Here's Piercy with it, and a steal. Steal by Bartelis. He gets it to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald had his shot blocked, and here come the Highlanders. And we got another turnover by the Highlanders. So South Georgia Tech gets the basketball back. Here's Dixon with it. Dixon going to drive in. His shot is up. No good. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. Here's Bacon with it. Goes across the timeline. Bacon to Piercy. Piercy going to drive in the lane. His layup is no good, but he gets fouled. And Piercy, Jamari Piercy, will go to the line to shoot 2. Piercy, a sophomore guard out of Griffin, Georgia. Here's Piercy's first free throw. And it's good. And coming in for the Jets is number 23, Ilek Yakimin. Yakimin, a freshman guard out of Orlando, Florida. Here's the second free throw. Rolls around the rim and in. So 41-38, South Georgia Tech with a 3-point lead. Now the Highlanders going to go to a full court press. Oops, now we got another turnover. Here's Burnett with it for, oh, what a block. Blocked there by the Jets, but they do get the basket. So it's 41-40. Jets get it across the timeline. Here's Bartellus, tries to drive the lane and is fouled. Herc Bartellus. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with South Georgia Tech. Here's Fitzgerald with it. Over to Dwight Brown, who's in the game. And Fitzgerald went to the bucket to score, but he cannot get it to go, but he's fouled. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. 41-40 in favor of South Georgia Tech. 1-point lead. They're 11-17 on the season, 9-6 in the conference. Be very nice to get a win here on Sophomore Day. Here's Fitzgerald, first free throw. It is good. (42-40), South Georgia Tech with a 2-point lead. And Fitzgerald trying to make it three. Aiden Fitzgerald out of Sydney, Australia. Here's the free throw, is good. 43-40, South Georgia Tech. Here's Bacon with the basketball for the Highlanders. Bacon top of the key. Gets it to Burnett. Christian Burnett, baseline, over to Bacon again. Now Bacon dribbles, gets it to Burnett. Burnett loses it, and it's picked up by the Jets. Oh, goodness. Ilek Yakimin had it. He tried to feed somebody on the inside, and he fed nobody. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover. And Gordon State will get the ball when we come out of the timeout. Timeout on the floor, 11:53 to go in the game. 43-40, South Georgia Tech has a 3-point lead. You're watching South Georgia Tech men's basketball on JockJive Sports. We're back here at the hangar on the campus of South Georgia Technical College. It's 43-40. The Jets have a 3-point lead over Gordon State. Gordon State will inbound the basketball. Here's Bacon across the timeline. Bacon gets the screen from Grinchetti. Here's three-pointer is up and good. That was Christian Burnett with the three-pointer, and the score is tied. Game is tied at 43. Here's Yakimin with it. Yakimin over to Fitzgerald. Back to Yakimin. Yakimin top of the key. Yakimin over to Fitzgerald. Baseline three-pointer is good. And the Jets have the lead once again. 46-43 SGCT. I should say South Georgia Tech has a 3-point lead. Here's Piercy with it. Now back to Bacon. Bacon over to Piercy. Piercy dribbles into the lane. Gets it back to Bacon. Bacon three-pointer is good. And just like that, it's a tie ball game again. 46-46, tie game. Here's Yakimin with it. And now Yakimin tries to drive, and he's stopped. He gets it to Fitzgerald, top of the key. Fitzgerald, shot clock running down, 2 seconds. Three-pointer up, no good. And the Highlanders with the rebound. Here's Christian Bacon with it for Gordon State. Franchetti now with it, top of the key. Franchetti dribbles, and almost a steal. Let's see what they call. Now, substitution for South Georgia Tech. Number 5, Darius Willis checks into the game for the Jets. Here's Franchetti with it for the Highlanders. Over to Piercy. Piercy, bounce pass to Burnett. They get it into Lamont. And let's see what the call is. Looks like a travel, I guess. Game tied 46-46. 9:44 to go in the game. Here's Yakimin for the Jets. Yakimin dribbles, gets it to Fitzgerald, back to Yakimin. Yakimin going to try a three-pointer. No good, off the back of the iron. Rebound taken away by Lamont of the Highlanders. Here comes Christian Bacon across the timeline. Bacon with it. He gets it to Piercy. Piercy going to drive. He stops. Ball's taken away from him. Steal by the Jets. Here comes Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald going to dribble. His shot is up, no good. We got a foul. So Fitzgerald will go to the line to shoot 2 with the game tied at 46 all. 9:05 to go. Here's Fitzgerald's first free throw upcoming. Free throw is in the air, it's good. So the Jets regain the lead, 47-46. Here goes Fitzgerald's second free throw. It's in the air, and it's good. 48-46, South Georgia Tech with a 2-point lead. Here's Bacon across the timeline. Gives it to Lamont. Lamont dribbling over to Bacon, top of the key. Now Bacon with it again. Here's Piercy. Back to Bacon, 7 on the shot clock. Shot is up and rolls around and in. So the game's tied at 48-48 now. And here come the Jets. Here's Yakimin with it. Yakimin dribbling. And ball is almost stolen. Oops. Ball knocked away. And here's Franchetti with it. Franchetti lays it up and in. And now the Highlanders have a 2-point lead, 50-48. Jets a little sloppy there in that last offensive sequence. Oh, nice move here by Dwight Brown, who's in the game. He gets the basket. And the score's tied at 50. 50 all. 7:42 to go. Here's Jamari Piercy with it. Over to Bacon, top of the key. Bacon's going to try a three-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Rebound taken away by the Jets. They have a chance to regain the lead here. Yakiman with it. Over to Darius Willis. Willis shoots a three-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. Here comes Christian Burnett with it. Burnett with the basketball, gets it to Bacon. Bacon gets instructions from his coach. Bacon, top of the key, gets it to Franchetti. Franchetti back to Bacon. Bacon. Now Lamont tries a three-pointer. It is good. It bounced and bounced and rolled in. 53. They call it a two-pointer. 52-50. Here's Yakiman with it for the Jets. Elek Yakiman gets a screen. Yakiman over to Darius Willis, top of the key. Back to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald tries a three-pointer. Off the iron, no good. Here comes Christian Burnett with it for the Highlanders. They lead it 52-50. Here's Bacon with it. Dishes it off to Franchetti. Shot is up, no good. Shot is up again, and this time it is good. Daniel Lamont with the basket. 54-50. Gordon State with a 4-point lead. And Chris Pillar wants to talk about it. Timeout, South Georgia Tech. With 5:52 to go in the game, the Jets trail the Highlanders 54-50. You're watching South Georgia Tech Jets basketball on JockJive Sports. We're back here at the hangar where the South Georgia Tech Jets trailed the Gordon State Highlanders 54-50 with 5:52 left in the game. Big game here as this is the last regular season game and it's sophomore day. We want to send these sophomores out on a positive note before the GCAA tournament. Here's Willis with it. He gets it to Dixon, drives in and scores. And it's 54-52. South Georgia Tech trailing by 2. Here's Bacon across the timeline for the Highlanders. Bacon going to drive. His scoop shot is up, no good. Rebound taken away by Lamont. Now back out to Piercy. Piercy with it. He's going to drive. Fakes, his shot is up and good. Nice play by Jamari Piercy. 56-52, Gordon State. Here come the Jets. Here's Bartellus. Herc Bartellus with the ball. Bartellus spins into the lane, and what do they call? And it's a foul against Gordon State. And we have another timeout on the floor. 4:59 remaining in the game. South Georgia Tech trails Gordon State 56-52. You're watching South Georgia Tech basketball on JockJiveSports.com. I'm Ken Gustafson sitting in for Robert Williamson. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Yesterday we saw the Lady Jets throttle Andrew College 99-41 in their final regular season match. And now the Jets are trying to get a win here to make Sophomore Day a great experience. They want to send the sophomores out on a positive note. Remember, if South Georgia Tech can win this game, they're currently in a three-way tie with Gordon State and East Georgia State. If they can win, they'll host the first round game next week, the first round of the GCAA tournament. So we're back underway with 4:59 to go. 56-52, Gordon State with the 4-point lead. But Herc Bartellus is at the line, shooting two, going to try and cut into this deficit. Here's his first free throw upcoming. 1-1 actually, and he gets the first shot to go. 56-53. Bartellus makes his first. Now here's his second free throw. Free throw is up and no good. Rebound taken away by Franchetti. 56-53, Gordon State with a 3-point lead. The Jets try to press, they get it across, but the Highlanders break the press easily and get an easy layup from Daniel Lamont. Lead is back to 5, 58-53. Jets trailing by 5. Time running down, 4:34 to go. And another turnover. Here comes Piercy with it for the Highlanders, and he gets the basket to go. It's now a 7-point deficit, 60-53 Gordon State. Time running out on the Jets. And they throw the ball off a Highlander player. It's going to be South Georgia Tech basketball. 4:11 to go in the game. They trail 60-53. And they inbound the basketball. And almost another turnover. And three-pointer is up and good. Now they cut the deficit to 4. South Georgia Tech trails 60-56. Crowd chanting defense. 3:46 to go in the game. Here on Sophomore Day here at South Georgia Tech. Franchetti with the basketball for Gordon State. And Piercy tries to get a reverse layup, can't get it to go, and it's taken by the Jets. Here's Martellus with it. Oh, they call an offensive foul. Offensive foul against Herc Bartellus. That's an unfortunate call for the Jets. And we have timeout on the court. 3:25 to go in the game. South Georgia Tech trails Gordon State 60-56. You're watching South Georgia Tech men's basketball on JockJive Sports. We're back here at the hangar. 3:25 to go in the game. The Jets trail 60-56. Trying to pull off a win here on Sophomore Day. And Gordon State with the basketball. Here's Franchetti with it, guarded by Bartellus. Franchetti over to Piercy. Piercy, double team, gets it back to Bacon. Christian Bacon with the ball. Now here's Daniel Lamont. He's going to drive to the basket and try to score. He can't get it to go. Lamont gets his own rebound, gets it back out to Burnett. Burnett, three-pointer, no good. Franchetti tries to chase it down. He gets it to Piercy, top of the key. Piercy with it. 10 on the shot clock. Piercy. And what do they call? Traveling against Piercy, and turnover. Ball goes over to South Georgia Tech. Still time for the Jets. Here's 15 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan Dixon. He's going to drive, and the shot is blocked. What do they call? They call a foul? No, the ball's out of bounds. It'll remain South Georgia Tech basketball. 2:20 to go. South Georgia Tech trailing 60-56. And a three-pointer is up, no good. And we got a foul against the Highlanders. And Matt Imbole will be at the line to shoot two shots. Either that or a 1-and-1. Imbole out of Yaoundé, Cameroon. He's a freshman center. Shot is up, no good. Can't get the free throw to go. Lane violation against the Jets. It'll go over to Gordon State. So 2:10 to go in the game. Daniel Lamont shooting two shots for the Highlanders. His first free throw is no good. Actually, that was a 1-and-1. Time running on the Jets. 2 minutes to go. They trail 60-56. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound taken away by the Highlanders. And we got another foul. And Jamari Piercy will go to the line to shoot. Piercy, his free throw upcoming. And it's off the rim, no good. Can't get it to go. Let's see if the Jets can take advantage. They trail 60-56, a minute 48 to go in the game. They need a basket quickly. Here's Ewing with it. Gets it to Bartellus. Back to Jordan Dixon, top of the key. He's going to drive and score. Jordan Dixon with the basket. It's 60-58. A minute 23 left. Crowd standing up, chanting defense. Jets trail by 2. Minute 15 to go. Shot clock at 18. Ooh, wow. And we got a turnover by looks like Piercy went into the lane and traveled. So traveling violation, turns the ball over. South Georgia Tech has it. Another chance here to tie or take the lead. Jets trying to get a win on sophomore day. They move the ball around the perimeter. Here's Jordan Dixon with it. Oh, Darrell Bod lost it, and it's going to be a foul on Bod. So the Highlanders will get foul shots. 49 seconds to go. And Christian Burnett goes to the line to shoot 1 and 1. And free throw is good. 61-58. Jets now trail by 3. Now we got a substitution for South Georgia Tech as Aiden Fitzgerald comes back into the ball game. Matt Mbole takes a seat. Here's Burnett's next free throw. It's in the air, and it's good. So now the Jets trail by 4 with 49.6 seconds to go. They call a timeout here. 62-58. South Georgia Tech trailing by 4. Want to remind you that the Lady Jets will be in action next weekend as they host the GCAA Women's Tournament. They are now they finished the regular season at 23-6, and they wrapped up the regular season conference championship. They're hoping to win the tournament and book a trip to Casper, Wyoming for the NJCAA Division I National Tournament. A lot of basketball to be played before that can happen, though. As for the Jets, they're going to have to stage a come-from-behind victory here today to get their 12th win of the season. Actually, no, correct that. They are 12-17 overall on the regular season. Jets trying for their 13th win and 10th win in the conference. Here we go. And the shot is back up and in, 62-60. I think that was Bartella's. Herc Bartella's with the basket. It's 62-60 with 40.5 seconds left. Another timeout here. Okay, they come out of the timeout. South Georgia Tech trailing 62-60 with 40.5 seconds left. Gordon State will have the basketball. Jets will obviously go for the steal to try and tie the game or take the lead. If they can't get the steal, they'll foul and extend the game. Here's the ball. They enter the ball in. 25 on the shot clock. Here's Christian Bacon with it. Clock running down, 25 seconds. And another timeout called. Jets trailing Gordon State 62-60 with 22.5 seconds to go as they play Journey's Don't Stop Believin' over the intercom. Again, both teams came into this game 9-6 in a three-way tie. It was Gordon State, South Georgia Tech, and East Georgia State, all three with a 9-6 conference record. And three-way tie for third place. And the Highlanders have a record of 17-11 overall. They're trying for their 18th win of the season to close out the regular season. Okay, we're back to action. .5 seconds left. And Gordon State will have the basketball. They're trying to inbound the basketball. 19 seconds, 18, gonna have to foul. They're gonna try and wet lip. Here's a shot. Shot is up, no good. They do foul with 11.5 seconds. So Daniel Lamont drove to the basket, couldn't score, but he gets fouled. He'll have two shots. If he makes two of them, this game's pretty much over. Here's the first free throw. It's in the air. It is no good. Still life for the Jets. And Aiden Fitzgerald checking into the game for South Georgia Tech. Here's the next free throw. It's good. So now they need a three-pointer to tie. They let the ball roll. Here we go. 8 seconds. And almost a steal. We got 4 seconds, got 3 seconds. And we got a timeout with 2 seconds left. They got 2 seconds to try and get a three-pointer to tie this ball game. Good defense there by the Highlanders. They were prepared for this. As Chris Pilar going to try and draw up a three-point play here with just 2 seconds left. As the Jets trail 63-60. Actually, they've put 3 seconds, 1 more second back on the clock, so 3 seconds left for South Georgia Tech to tie the ball game with a three-pointer. Okay, so let's see what magic Chris Pilar has in his bag of tricks here. All right, they'll inbound the basketball. Three-pointer is up and off the rim, no air ball, no good, and that's the ball game. Darius Willis had a good look at it, but couldn't get it to go. Final score: Gordon State 63, South Georgia Tech 60. And the Jets will have to open on the road in the first round of the GCAA tournament. It's been a pleasure to bring you the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ken Gustafson for Robert Williamson. So long.